Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Solo Effector, shouting for the R&B Talk Show. This is episode 2. In episode 2, I want to talk about the legendary icon, Chris Jasper. Before I even get to, the whole history and everything, I want to point this out to all the YouTubers out there that's in my age group, that's in their 40s and on up. It's weird how people never knew that Chris Jasper was a part of the band. And I think it got a lot to do with people focus on the 90s version of the ISLEY Brothers, where it was just, Ron and Ernie. They start thinking about the songs that Arcade wrote for that version of the ISLEY Brothers and on up. But people forget that if it was for Chris Jasper, ISLEY Brothers would never be where they at. This ain't no diss, but it's the honest God truth, because think about it, they're the late 50s and all through the 60s. They was sizzling, but it wasn't like on fire until once Chris Jasper joined in and all that, changed. But with Chris Jasper, this brother played any single instrument, man. And, the good thing about him, the brother was so articulate, smart. He know how to create a great production. His pen game is ridiculous. Like, if you look at all the album credits that he done wrote from 1973 to 1983, it shows you that this brother here was dedicated to his craft. I mean, to make songs like Harvest for the World, Between the Sheets, Here We Go Again, you name it. I mean, that brother, man, was like on a whole different level, man, when it comes to, his writing skills and creating different element sounds for the band during that 10-year stretch. But it's funny how when it came to a solo career, it seemed like after his debut album, after that, it seemed like people didn't know he put out multiple albums. Even though he was independent, he had a distribution and stuff. But I wish that Chris himself would have done the marketing, for his album. As far as like, making multiple music videos, put them on BET, MTV, having like, top interviews and everything else. But I think for Chris, he probably didn't care about that. He was looking like, heck, I'm just putting out music and I'm just gonna, I'm just clicking checks and go from there, But thank God that he did have a social media page like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and people got a chance to rediscover the things that he did, in the past. Back in 2019, we was working on trying to get him interviewed and stuff. He reached out to me and stuff, and we was gonna make that happen. But unfortunately, schedule conflicts, I didn't get a chance to interview him, but I wish I did and stuff. But besides all that, just want to extend my condolences to the Jasper family. Chris, one of the greatest songwriter producers of all time, because you got to put him up there with Jimmy Jam, Taylor Lewis, L.A. Babyface, Gamble and Huff, and everything. Because I put it like this: when Earth, Wind & Fire was hot back in the 70s, along with Ohio Players and everybody else, ISLEY Brother was like in that top 5 range, I mean, when it came to like the Quiet Store songs, the pop soul, the funk, the disco, you name it, man. I mean, it's like you could have gone nowhere in the 70s without hearing the ISLEY Brother record, Even though I wasn't born in the 70s, but as an R&B fan, I know, because I grew up in the 80s, when it came to the music. But besides all that, I hope that multiple fans take their time to listen to all his solo music, check them out, because, we listen to a lot of ISLEY Brothers and ISLEY-JASPER-ISLEY. I hope people take the time to really, play his songs, rewind and check out his whole catalog, because Chris Jasper got some dope music, man, straight up. That's no lie. So, with that being said, just want to say prayers to the Jasper family as well as the ISLEY family. Chris is definitely missed. He got nothing to prove. 71 years where he was on this earth, 71 journeys, where he created sound that was forever timeless and stuff. I know he's up there in heaven making more music, same with the man above. So with that being said, your boy, Mr. Solar Effector, shouting for the R&B Talk Show. I'm out, y'all. Peace.